Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the October 5th, 2010 edition of NXT. As mentioned, we are going through these chronologically, and, well, they're a slog. This is the continuation of the women's season, hence, these usually run less than 10 minutes because the majority of it is story and not wrestling, partially because the women at the time were not given the proper training to be the best wrestlers they could be in some cases. At other times, they just had issues with, well, lots of different things. Anyway, as we move forward here, the goal is to get through NXT hopefully over the summer and then move on to another series. But anyway, all the women come out. They do a leaderboard thing. There is a battle of kind of the, I guess you'd say, sort of the American Gladiators in kind of a pool sort of thing. That's here. They kind of do. In this case, the American Gladiators is the bull riding concept here. And all of the mechanical bull things that just are, I don't know. I mean, I don't imagine anybody being like, "Hey, this is the greatest thing ever." But at the same time, can you really blame them if they're not getting where they want to be? Oksana manages to be the one to sort of beat in this sort of situation, which I think works because they were wanting something meaningful. Goldust, by the way, has picked up the $1 million belt on other programs. This is important because it factors into things here. Alicia Fox and Naomi, or I'm sorry, Alicia Fox and Maxine are here. Goldust and Oksana are here, and, well, this is not a good match by any stretch of the imagination. Not really good in the ring. Goldust trying to give Oksana some hope as she continues to deal with her continuation of immigration related issues. She stays on the arm. She's pretty aggressive, assertive, doesn't really get what she wants out of it, but basically they keep going back to arm bars and basic things because there isn't a lot to what she can do. Clothesline by Maxine out of the middle of nowhere, and then you see a cradle roll up by Oksana, gets a win, and she's pretty excited there. Goldust is ecstatic at the idea of having her defeating somebody. They go back to the Raw review. I guess SmackDown, not a show they really care about because they rarely ever review SmackDown, if ever, on this particular program. Another personality profile for Oksana. They continue to go back there. I guess there's another match of hers to be forthcoming or something of that general nature. And again, with some tie ups and basic things here with AJ. At least I think it's AJ. Hard shots there. And I mean, ultimately, Oksana, again, continues to be aggressive, gets a couple of shots in terms of just basic forearms. 22 minutes into the show, and Goldust is looking excitedly on the outside of the ring. They've actually turned it into a tag team match with Oksana and Goldust against Her Pro, and or actually what they did is they doubled over Oksana and Goldust against Alicia Fox and Maxine. Kicked by Oksana in the head that does not look good. They go back to doing a bit more replay work, big clothesline, almost the same spot as from their singles match earlier. And again, the attempted roll up, and there you go. Again, Goldust is happy with this. We then go to, kind of doing some dancing and some limboing and all of that sort of thing in the middle of the ring here. And we actually see, this ends up becoming a kind of a sing off. And, you know, Caitlyn continues to show her personality, being kind of spunky and fun. Then we see they turn this into charades. I mean, it's basically a complete and total um, kind of a gimmicky thing. Oksana is happy, but she's not, you know, continuing. Her ability to stay in the country is continually in question. And then we see the immigration agent coming up, and we go to Jamie and Caitlyn in the middle of the ring here for their match. Caitlyn and Vicky Guerrero, really the underlying deal here. Can't believe they give us an hour, but it's on the internet now, so maybe they just are figuring people care about things. They plugged the Bragging Rights pay-per-view. Vicky Guerrero, who's just on AEW earlier this week, is here, and Caitlyn and Vicky actually go at it with each other. This match is about what you'd expect. Dolph having to choose between his semi-pro, because obviously not his full pro. Vicky's in control, and his girlfriend at the time. Some issues are had there, and Caitlyn ends up, slapping her pretty hard. They go brawling on the outside. Vicky takes over, gets some heat, punch, kick, basic stuff, stand on the throat, everything basic. It takes her to the outside of the ring. And Caitlyn, who claims that she has never had a match before, looking actually pretty good for that standard, body slam. And Caitlyn does get the victory over Vicky Guerrero, and again a hug to Dolph. Dolph and Caitlyn kind of showing a level of regard for each other. And some continued talking about who's going to be eliminated next, and that will close the program for today. Needless to say, there are some interesting challenges there coming up, but needless to say, not a great show, as Jamie is eliminated, and away we go with that. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment.